The Altz have changed forever because the two big faces of the pork party, of porkism, are in trouble. The two main faces of the pork party since James Porkenstein's death have been James Porkenstein's son, Pork Jr., and also Vince McMahon, who was another really big fan of James Porkenstein's. He served as Porkenstein's vice president. They were very close. When Porkenstein died, Vince McMahon took over and became the U.S. president. And then we obviously all know, Vince McMahon lost the election in May to AJ Styles, who is the current president. But Vince McMahon has been attempting to make a political comeback. He's trying to run for mayor of New York City, but he just had a massive falling out with Pork Jr. and it has left the Pork Party in shambles because they've had a huge back and forth disagreement, and they have just been insulting each other, and it has led to Pork Jr. kicking McMahon out of the Pork Party, which means that Vince cannot technically run for mayor under the Pork Party anymore. This has led to Vince McMahon trying to sue Pork Jr., who is already in his own legal troubles because Pork Jr. was arrested earlier today for being involved in some shady stuff. So Pork Jr. is already being arrested. He's potentially going to prison. He is going on trial in like 2 weeks or so, and we will see what his sentencing is on the trial in 2 weeks. So Pork Jr. is potentially going to prison, and on top of this, he's getting in a lawsuit with Vince McMahon, who is, his biggest and most strong ally in the country. He's getting into a big lawsuit because Vince McMahon is arguing that Pork Jr. violated democracy by firing Vince from the Pork Party, and therefore meaning that Vince McMahon can't run for mayor anymore, and he has to either run partyless or he has to form a new party on his own. It has a huge feud is erupting. Pork Jr. has said that a diss track is coming out tomorrow on Vince McMahon. It's a whole massive dispute that is erupting before our own eyes, and it could potentially lead to the collapse of porkism, maybe, because the Altz are struggling to pick a side. The pro-pork Altz and the pro-pork just politicians in general, the people that support pork even outside of the Altz, they are struggling to pick a side because for the longest time they have been staunch supporters of McMahon and Pork Jr., defending everything they do no matter what. But now they are in a beef, and their two biggest allies, their two biggest friends, really, are now in a feud. This has gotten so bad that Cody Rhodes' biggest fan, one of the oldest Altz, has announced that he is leaving the Altz. He's quitting YouTube, he's leaving the Altz because he said that he can't pick a side. Aside to Pork Jr. calling him a traitor, and he said that he thinks that Cody Fan is actually secretly working for Vince McMahon but doesn't want to say it. And so yeah, Cody Fan is leaving the Altz. So what does this mean for the Altz with Cody Fan leaving? Well, it means that there is a vacant seat in the Altz. Now, for the next 5 days, I will be posting one video per day for the next 5 days and I'm going to be introducing a new character to join the Altz. And after the 5 days are up, you will get on my community tab, you will get to vote for which alt you want to join the Altz the most, and whoever gets the most votes by 2 days after I set the community tab post, will win and will join the Altz. If there's a tie, then I'll just do a tiebreaker. So yeah, for the next 5 days, I'm gonna post one video per day. Some of them may be pro Pork. Some of them, they might love Vince McMahon. They might love Pork Jr. Some of them may, hate their guts. Some of them may be, super huge AJ Styles fans. They are going to vary. And after 5 days, you will get to vote between the 5 options. And so yeah. That's all I have to say. The Pork Party is imploding. Porkism is collapsing before our own eyes. Cody Fan is leaving the Altz, and there's a new vacant seat in the Altz. So, I will see you tomorrow for the first Alt introduction.